What's good, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys some NFL action. We are already in Week 7, so let's enjoy it while we have it, man. NFL is absolutely flying by. We have a ton of NBA action. We just came off a 4-0 day over in NBA. Thank you guys for all the support. If you want to check out our TikTok as well, check out the link down in the description. We have a TikTok. We're posting picks over there if you guys are looking for more picks. And also, we have more picks over on the Patreon. We'll get to that in a minute. But we're back here on Prize Picks as usual. If you haven't signed up yet, use the promo code UPSTATE. It's the best place for player props. They will match your first deposit all the way up to $100 if you use our code UPSTATE. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button as well, that bell notification, so you don't miss a video as we're posting daily, sometimes twice a day. Ton of content going on. So thank you guys for all the support. And Riaz, tell me about the Patreon.
Yeah, the Patreon is the best place to support us further, and another great place if you want more picks from us. We absolutely flood the Patreon with plays, two pick powers, three pick powers. Take Dale and I's picks together, make a nice five pick flex. You can even take our picks over here on YouTube and the Patreon plays. It is just a plethora of plays and props for you guys over on the Patreon. We have MLB, NBA, NFL, every sport that you are watching. We have plays for the day over on the Patreon. You can find it at patreon.com/upstate. It will also be linked in the description below.
So let's dive right into the video. If you haven't joined us for an NFL video yet, welcome. We do two picks each. We go through a bunch of different categories. Sometimes it's different per video, but we have two picks each. You can punch them in or play them however you would like, and always drop a comment down below if there's any picks we did not get to. But my first guy is going to be Kenneth Walker over in the rush yards. I like this kid. He's been playing really well since Penny has been gotten hurt. He's at 65.5. I think he can smash this line. I mean, the Chargers allow 5.6 yards per carry, and they allow the fourth most fantasy points to running backs. I mean, there's been another rookie, Dameon Pierce, who smashed against them. Obviously, Nick Chubb had a big game against them, but it's just volume alone when it comes to Kenneth Walker. I think this line's going to continue to jump up as the weeks go on. It's a 425 game. Actually, just jumped up as the video is going to 67. There's a lot of money coming in on this line. I do like him still at the 67 line, and he's gotten 185 yards and 29 carries in his last 2 weeks. I project a lot of carries, around 21 to 22 carries for him in this game, as they don't want to get killed by the Chargers passing attack. They want to slow the game down. Seattle does. Seattle's got a pretty solid defense, not going to lie. That rookie corner that they have has been playing really well. So they want to slow the game down, limit the Chargers' possessions on offense. I think Kenneth Walker's going to eat here.
He is definitely going to eat. I love the volume. They drafted him this year for a reason. They didn't really know what Penny had to offer. You hate to see injuries, but Walker is an amazing talent, and he is proving it every time he touches the ball. So I really like that play. I'm going to go over here to fantasy score with Travis Etienne. This is somebody who I just cannot believe his line is still where it is. This is somebody, if his line continues to stay like that, I'm going to keep taking this over. He worked for me last week, and he doesn't play majority of the offensive snaps. He plays right around 50. Sometimes he gets up to 53% of the offensive snaps, but he is just so involved every time he is out there. His last two games, he's had 10 carries for over 70 yards in each of those games, and he's also very active in the passing game. I would have thought we'd see him, play as a slot or line up as a wide receiver, considering he's a great route runner and has great hands. But the one thing that I've been waiting for all year, and it's for him to score his first NFL touchdown, and it has not happened. And I think here against the Giants is a really good game where he is going to find the end zone, get his first touchdown. The Giants have looked surprisingly really good this season. Their defense does give up a big chunk of yards on the ground. Their passing defense has looked phenomenal. So I think they're going to use Travis Etienne a lot, and especially if James Robinson is struggling in this game, Etienne is going to find the majority of the carries. He is super efficient.
And they use ETN in a ton of different ways. I mean, they use him in the passing game. They use him on the ground. His connection with Trevor Lawrence is something like we haven't seen before. So I like Travis Etienne in this matchup going against the Giants. And oddly, it's a really close spread in that game, too. That game's going to be a fun one to watch. The next guy I want to get to in receiving yards, scary Terry McLaurin here. I love him in this matchup. People might be fading him as you see Carson Wentz get hurt. But if you look at his numbers with Taylor Heineke, he was significantly better with Heineke in the offense. He played about 15 games with Heineke in his career, and with Wentz, yeah, he had a decent little season. A couple games, we'd see 102 yards against Philly, 75 against Detroit. Obviously, he's still the number one in that offense, but he is a number one receiver for sure. He's had 1,000 yard seasons. But with Heineke in the offense, he's received 24.5% of the target share, and still with Jahan Dotson still being questionable, probably not going to suit up in this game. I like Terry McLaurin going against Green Bay. Green Bay is desperate for a win, but honestly, so is Washington. I mean, if they don't win this game, their season's hypothetically over. So I think McLaurin, I think he's going to receive a lot of targets here, double-digit targets for Heineke, because he's going to want to play conservative. Give it to his number one guy that he knows and trusts here. This line's already jumped up from 50.5 to 53. It was minus 130 when it was at 50.5. I still think that it's really good value here at 53.5. So love myself some McLaurin going against Green Bay.
Love McLaurin. He is a phenomenal wide receiver, and the fact that he hasn't started off the season as well as we would have expected just means he's going to play even better throughout the rest of the season. I'm going to jump over to receiving touchdowns with my guy Mark Andrews. This is someone who has just been smashing this line every single game so far this season. I mean, he's got an 80% hit rate in his last 5 games. Love the matchup against Cleveland. The Cleveland plays super slow, and in Baltimore, that's just not how they play. Um, Mark Andrews is a huge red zone target. It seems like Lamar Jackson finds him every single time in the red zone. And this Baltimore team has been known to just give up huge leads, and I don't think that is going to happen. Mark Andrews has already seen a double digit or not a 2 touchdown game so far this season, and this is definitely a game where he might get 2 or 3. We might see a Travis Kelsey game out of him. I know this Baltimore defense is struggling, but this Baltimore offense looks incredible, and they're going to try to score as many points as possible. And the way they're going to do it is through Mark Andrews.
Yeah, Mark Andrews is almost like how Joe Mixon was last year. Just he was getting one a game, one a game. I think we can see this train going for Mark Andrews as the season goes on for him to catch a touchdown. Like you said, massive red zone target for Lamar Jackson. So I love myself some Mark Andrews as I have so much ownership in him in all my fantasy leagues. So I want him to catch a touchdown just as much as we do in this matchup as well. So love our 4 picks here, man. Like I said, you can pair these up however you'd like. You want to take 2 pick powers here, mix and match. You want to do a 4 pick power. Feel free, but always, if there's more picks, drop a comment down below. Hit the like button on the video. If you're into NBA, check out all the NBA content, the TikTok, the Patreon, the Discord. Upstate Bets is killing it right now. We're trying to put out as much content as we can. So thank you for the support. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace out.